SpeedJpo 303 channel for another episode of my Moto GP 26 career mode in our second season of the Moto GP 26 game. And we're going to be racing out once again for the second time running at the Goiania in Rio de Janeiro at the Goiania Senna circuit. It's the Brazilian Grand Prix for episode number 24 of our Moto GP 26 career mode. And if you did miss the previous MotoGP race that was at the season opener at the Chang International Circuit in Thailand, be sure to check it out on my live streaming on youtube.com/SpeedJpo303 and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red bell to your right and subscribe to youtube.com/SpeedJpo303. And leave your links and comments down below, and then be sure to link to my channel and then also make a donation. youtube.com/SpeedJpo303. And then also you can go to twitch.tv/SpeedJpo303. Go into my followers button and follow up to my channel there. And if you want to check AI videos, you can go to TikTok at SpeedJpo303, Cabombarel Instagram, and DeviantArt at SpeedJpo3. Well, it was a better outing in the previous race. For the first time running with the Valentino Rossi team. And we did an excellent job out there giving Valentino Rossi its first win of the season with the VR46 bike in the Ducati. But can we do it again here in the shortest racing circuit in the MotoGP calendar? Can we do it again here at the Brazilian Grand Prix for episode number 24 to make it 2 in a row? We got a chance to do it. But can we make it in there, to make it steady, and make it a very good bike race than it was in the first season? And Franco Morbidetti, our teammate, did make it into the second qualifying session with Luca Marini. And how about that sensational rookie? He had a great debut against P6 and he's hungry for more of a top 10 here in Brazil. And also Marc Marquez made it, and Marco Bassetti in his second race with this new Ducati team with his new protege, Marc Marquez. They look like rivalries, but they work together as teammates. All right, let's get this thing started. Qualification, the Brazilian Grand Prix at Goiania at the Goiania Senna circuit. And we're going to get our pole for the second time this season. Alright, we're going to put on both soft tires here. This bike is up and running and ready to go. Man, can Valentino Rossi's racing team do it again like we did at the Chang International Circuit? Yeah, let's hope
the
we
team
can have
has
a good
just
performance
finished
and a better
preparing the
outing
bike, and the rider
than it was
is
in the
ready to
first
take to the
season
track.
here at Rio. In our next race, we go to our home race circuit, the U.S. Grand Prix at the COTA in Austin, Texas. We make it into our homecoming race. We can decide to make it there. It is going to be 3 in a row, but once we win there in Brazil, we'll see how it's going to be. And that is not a good start there. And that isn't a good start. We fell out and we just hit the brakes a little bit too hard. It's a lot more better in the second lap with a minute 18.5.
We return with the images from the pit lane where the rider is returning to his pit.
With this bike here at Brazil. But can it hold out for our first pole position of the season? Remember in the previous race we started in P2. We almost had the pole position. But can we get it this time at the Goiania circuit? It's a nice start. Al Algura is in second place with a minute 18.979. Oh, Giattino picked it up a little bit. He picked it up again. Giattino is in P2. Acosta in P3. Pasecchi 4th, Algura 5th.
Let's take a look at the final ranking of the second Moto GP qualifying session. That's the end of our transmission. We look forward to seeing you for the race.
And the fans are excited, the Brazilian fans are excited, and we have pumped it up by 2 seconds, 2 car lengths faster than Fabio Giattino, which once again he starts on the front row for the second race in a row. And Pedro Acosta is in third. Marco Pasecchi, Al Algura, off to a nice start, and hope he has a better outing than he did in the previous race because he started this race and then he fell down on the very first time and didn't even take a lap at the same international circuit. But can he do better this time with the Honda LCR? Alex Marquez and Janine Alguer and our teammate Franco Morbidetti will start in P12.
The usual warm-up session will begin in just a few minutes. The last chance for teams and riders to make some adjustments to their bike setups before the race. The sun is shining over the circuit, the asphalt is dry and the riders can concentrate on finding their ideal setup.
Weather is 96 degrees, so we should be able to go with both mediums throughout this race, but will it be a standard to play that out? That was an amazing qualifying effort, our first ever pole position that we've had here in Rio. We started in P6 last season, but now this season we opted out better, much more this time with the VR36 racing team. And now we have our first pole position of the season.
There's movement in the pits, the bike is ready and the rider is about to take to the track. we're moving on to the pit entrance where the rider seems to have something to discuss with his engineer.
Well, not a bad timer with the minute 19 under race pace. We have to keep it under a minute 18 because that is our fastest outgoing with this bike. Well, it was great that time, but the weather is getting hotter. But we're going to have to go with the maybe medium or soft tires through
Here was the final ranking for this warm-up round. As the last riders return to the pits, we say goodbye and see you in a few hours for the highlight of the weekend, the race.
And our second running of the Brazilian Grand Prix. How about Diego Beretta with his homecoming fans in P2 in the warm-up? But can he be a factor today in his home race? And he's the only Brazilian that was racing in the Moto GP bike. He had a great in his second season of the Moto GP career mode. Did he do well last season? I think he had a P7 last season, but he's sort of looking for a greater more here in Brazil.
In a few moments, we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the Moto GP race.
Right, the temperature's 76 degrees, but it's great to be moving past the pleasant weather, but the track temperature is pretty hot. It's 96 degrees out there, so we should be possibly be able to go with the medium tires on both the front and rear if we need to have to do so. So we're just setting ready for the race in the Brazilian Grand Prix in Rio at the Goiania Senna circuit. The Brazilian fans are pumped up.
Let's move straight to the starting grid. There's very little time left until the start of the race. You can literally feel the tension. The sun is shining, but the temperatures are low today. Many riders have braved a soft rear tyre, but given the layout of the track, they've opted for a hard front tyre.
Debut in P6, and he's looking for another hungry top 10 on his cycle. Maybe in a top 5 would be really good too. And remember, the only rider that's going to be facing a long lap penalty will be Raul Fernandez. So we're tempted to go with the medium and soft tires. Is everybody else going to be doing the same thing? And pretty much so. But Alex Marquez is going with both soft tires. Franco Morbidetti is going to go with the soft and medium and softs. We're going with the medium and softs as well. And everybody's going to go with the medium and softs. So the medium and softs are going to be the recommended tire for this race. Well, our second race of the season and our second season of the MotoGP 26 career mode, episode number 24. We did great at the Shanghai International Circuit, but can we do it again with less fallout here at Brazil for our second running of the Brazilian Grand Prix? It's another nice start that he did in the Shanghai fell off on the bike. Oh, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to do it like that. Fell off on the bike, but he still keeps going. Still pacing up a little bit closer to Giacchino. What a good job for Franco Morbidetti. He flew from 12th to 4th. Trying to pass Giacchino, just the battle for the lead. Over with Giacchino, and we take over the lead. extending our lead a little bit to Giacchino by about 7 car lengths. Already laps are running down quickly. We're pulling away from Giacchino by about 1.3 seconds. Damn. Oh. Oh man, I hit that curvy a little bit too much. Man, that was my first call out of the race. I was doing so good here in Rio, and then I slithered along to the apex and fell down. I tried to save it, but there was nothing I could do. I hope we don't have any more of those in the later on the race. I want to have a much better second season out here at this returning circuit here in Rio. Lead by about 1.9 seconds, almost 2 seconds away from Fiatino. podium at the Thai Grand Prix. My teammate, Franco Morbidetti, is out of the race, falling out. It's really going to cost us into the constructors' point standing. For Franco Morbidetti, I think he ran into someone. I think it was Marco Morbidetti. Already after 15 to 31, we're halfway through the Brazilian Grand Prix. gaining almost 3 seconds over Giacchino. Still continues to be a great hot start. A great hot effort by that Honda LCR. Honda is doing much better than the start of this season. Dale Moretta's in fourth, Costa fifth, Vicente sixth. Diego Moretta has crashed out. But he continues on, but he's not way back in the field. He's not in the P8. Keeping it under the minute 18, so now we build up a 5.3 second advantage over Giacchino. Trying to recover from this rebound after falling out at the start of the season at the high Grand Prix. And this is a hell of a nice start for the Castro Honda team. Well, in the previous race I was surrounded by two Ducatis. Now I'm surrounded by two Castro Hondas. of laps to go. The Moto GP track here in Rio is like running the shortest circuit of Formula 1 and the final speed circuit in Sao Paulo and Interlagos. It's pretty much Moto GP's Interlagos here in Rio, and not only real track. The Formula 1 ever raced here, and they would run maybe about under a minute here. Runs a minute 18. It looks like the Formula 1 cars could run maybe under a minute here. 11 to go. More to go with 8 seconds ahead of Giacchino on our way, getting our second win in a row. And one rider out of the race, and that was our teammate Franco Morbidetti, because he made contact with another bike. He could have had another podium finish if he could have held on. up here at Rio. In our second season, we're running here at the Senna circuit. People are making Senna very proud. We only had one fallout, but the rest of the race has been beautifully performed by the Rossi Racing team on our way, getting our second win in a row. Keeping the unbeaten streak now at 24-0. Already up to 10 seconds right now over the Fiorentino. Crashed down. Second rider out of the race. And look who's running in P8. Well, finally we see one of the earlier races moving up, and that is Franco Morbidetti. He is now running in 8. Really got to get used to the early racing bike. He's got to learn fast. Have that bike coming up front. Time around, 3 more laps to go at the Brazilian Grand Prix. This is the best second season performance that we have had here at our returning track. And for the second time experience in Rio and the Brazilian Grand Prix, we're doing excellent. 3 more to go. go. Under 12 seconds, the largest lead that we have now had in the second season of our Moto GP 26 career mode. And Giattino has now dropped into P4 as Luca Marini is up for his best ever finish, but he will be finishing second for the fourth time in his career. Not a whole lot of people on top there. And what has happened to Giattino at the end? Running so well. Runner-up position, now he's dropped down to the floor. One more time around at the Goiania Senna circuit. This is the final lap of the Brazilian Grand Prix. On our way, getting our second win in a row with the Doctor Rossi Racing Team. Final 2 corners to go. We're on our way home. What an impressive second season it was in the Brazilian Grand Prix, as we are now going to make it 2 in a row. We win the Brazilian Grand Prix for the second win in a row.
Let's take a look at the final ranking of the Moto GP race before the traditional podium ceremony.
And our second win in a row for the Valentino Rossi Racing Team. Farmina Enduro has done it again, but it's a dominating effort for the Ducati Enduro VR 2016. We win it. And Luca Marini with an impressive performance in the Brazilian Grand Prix finishes in P2, and Pedro Acosta finishes in P3. Giattino gets a good rebound, but finishes in P4. Marco Morbidetti rounds out the top 5. Alex Rins in 6th and Diego Moreta 7th. Pecco Bagnaia does a great job in 8th place. And a good job for Marc Marquez. He finishes in P9. Jorge Martin and Johan Zarco round out the top 12. And Alex Marquez and then our teammate Franco Morbidetti. We feel so bad that Morbidetti fell out in this race, and he needs to rebound in the next race when we go to our hometown at the U.S. Grand Prix at the COTA. Awesome ride of very much better outing than the first season, and then the second season we rode this Valentino Rossi bike far more smoothly. Beautiful ride. What a great job we've done here at the Goiania Grand Prix in our second season. Beautiful piece of running with the Rossi Racing team. And also a strong effort for Giattino. Team Morgan, an impressive performance for Luque Marini. Finishes a runner-up, and Pedro Massa was in third. Second race for Marco Morbidetti on a good high note. Good top five for Marco. And the top five for Alex Marquez. Wins did a good job. Diego got P8. Listen to that fall. Everybody got the top five. Marquez, big smooth and runs up the 9. Fabio Senna. Good bike ride. Luque Marini and Pedro Acosta, second and third. We're going to be on the podium. And here's how the points stand. So we win 2 in a row with 50 points. We still keep the unbeaten streak at 24-0. Marco Morbidetti second with 31 points. So holds on to second position. Pedro Acosta moves up into 6th. Marco Morbidetti drops to 4th. Alex wins 5th. And a big mover for Luque Marini. Runner-up finish. Moves up 13 spots to P6. Diego Moretta and then Giattino now goes into the mix, and Franco Morbidetti drops down into 9th, and Jorge Martin in the top 10. And then the team's championship, we still lead. The VR Racing 2016, the Rossi team, leads about 9 points over the Ducati Lenovo. Castro Honda finishes in third. They move up 8 spots with that impressive finish with 33 points. Yamaha Moto GP fourth with 27, and Aprilia Racing in the top 5. And we lead the constructors' standings with 50 points. Honda having an amazing start in second place, 24 points. and then KTM third. So this is not a nice start for Aprilia. They got 18 points, but they need to move back up there. Let's go ahead and celebrate our second win of the season. Second win in a row for the Valentino Rossi racing team.
We're back from Parc Fermé with the winner, who gave us a perfect race today. In addition to the victory, this young man scored points which are very important for the world ranking. We are picking up again live from the track where the first three riders have just arrived on the podium for the awards ceremony. We've seen a very exciting race and these riders deserve all the love from the fans.
Give big handshakes to Acosta and what a great strong showing by Lupe Marini. We won't be back with that team next season because there'll be two new riders coming for the Castro Honda. Well, we're almost making it into the legend rank. That's what we want to get next season, so that way we can ride for either the Ducati Leonova team or Aprilia. But we'll see. This and look at this, and now we get a whole lot of packages of Moto GP cars. Take a look at the first one. We got Alex Rins now into the driver rating. And then Hakim Danish, the Malaysian Moto 3 rider. And then Kaido Pini. Now we're going to look at this. Now we got a cartoon character of Marc Marquez. And we needed that one, and Marco Bezzecchi. And then Anita Bastianini, the Beast, is in the card, and then Jorge Navarro in Moto 2. We also got Pecco Bagnaia into the mix. Now we have Pecco Bagnaia, and then we also have the Le Mans France picture as well. Daniel Munoz in the Moto 2, and then Johan Zarco. Oh, we're going to get some golden cards here. Ivana Orsola, Alex Marquez. Now we got both Marquez brothers in there, and then Anita Bastianini's cartoon cartoon card, and then Fabio Giantino, who's running for my team right now, but now he's moved to the Castro Honda, and then Marc Marquez himself. So we got both Marquez brothers into the card now. I wanted that one. Mario Soro Aya, Alex Rins cartoon character, Lupe Marini, David Almanza, and Topak Razaglu, the rookie, is now in the card. We sent all those to the album, so we only had one card on the schedule, and we had the France Le Mans. And we're looking for some of the others. Now we have a whole bunch of cards there. We got two cartoon characters, Alex Rins and Marco Bezzecchi, and Alex Marquez, and now Marc Marquez is in there. And Anita Bastianini. And we got both Marquez brothers, Mark and Alex. Bezzecchi, Alex Rins, and Johan Zarco. And Topak Razaglu. In Moto 2, filling up pretty well. That was a great collection of cards we got. Obama Torla and Jorge Navarro. You know, if Moto 3 was still around, then I would have had Maria Herrera's card, but that won't be the case. Got Alpini. And that's about it. So a good job at the Brazilian Grand Prix, winning our second win in a row. We will do the race off and everything because we only do one season of that, and we're not going to do another season of the race off whatsoever. So we're just going to do MotoGP action, and we're off to a great start. And the first two races, and Valentino Rossi is looking a very happy camper right now that he picked me to run for his team and give them their first ever MotoGP championship. I gave Vicini 2 championships, but looks like if we run this all season long and have a good bike of so-and-so, then we're going to be MotoGP World Champions, no question about it. So that will do it for our MotoGP coverage. It was a great episode here in the Brazilian Grand Prix, a better outing. Now in the next one in the US Grand Prix, can we have a better outing there too, in my home race, especially at the COTA. 2 in a row for the VR 46 racing team. We'll see you then into the next one. We will have Formula 1 action at our last sprint format race of the season at the Marina Bay Circuit in Singapore Grand Prix. Thank you so much for watching. Hope everybody has a good night. Get plenty of rest. Until then, so long everyone from the Speed Table 303 channel.